On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Dusty.
Covered with or characterized by dust, having a dry, powdery texture or appearance, having a lot of dust or dirt in the air.
Examples:
Dusty road. Dusty bookshelf. The abandoned warehouse was covered in a thick layer of dusty debris.
Salesperson.
A person whose job is to sell goods in a shop or directly to customers.
Examples:
A salesperson in a store. A drapery salesperson. He received the title of the best salesperson in all our branches worldwide.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Traverse.
To cross or move through a land or water area.
Examples:
Traverse the region. Traverse a vast extent of sea. Approximately 1,000 automobiles traverse the bridge every day.
Villager.
A person who lives in a village or small rural community. A person who is part of a close-knit and traditional community.
Examples:
Villager community. Local villager. The rural villagers were saddened by the destruction of their homes in the natural disaster.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour.
Outskirt.
The part of a town or city away from the center, typically the suburbs, the fringe or border of something.
Examples:
The outskirt of the forest. On the western outskirts. The outskirt of the city was quieter and more peaceful than the busy downtown area.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Deserted.
Empty or abandoned, lacking inhabitants or visitors, left alone or left behind.
Examples:
Deserted city. Deserted island. The deserted street was quiet and eerie, with no signs of life.
Pitch.
The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something.
Examples:
Make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch.
Yelp.
A sharp, high-pitched bark or cry, typically made by a dog or fox.
Examples:
Yelp in pain. Yelp of excitement. The dog let out a sharp yelp when he stepped on its tail.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Raccoon.
A nocturnal mammal with a distinctive black mask-like marking around the eyes, known for its omnivorous diet, dexterous paws, and bushy tail.
Examples:
Cunning raccoon. Raccoon fur. I saw a cute raccoon family crossing the road while driving home from camping.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Wily.
Characterized by slyness, deviousness, or cunning, using trickery or stratagems to achieve one's goals.
Examples:
Wily politician. Wily tactics. The wily fox was able to outsmart the hunters and escape unscathed.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination, struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Bolt.
A metal bar that slides across to lock a door or window closed. A discharge of lightning accompanied by thunder. Verb, to move or jump suddenly.
Examples:
bolt diameter, bolt from my bed. The lightning bolt twigged in several directions.
Undergrowth.
The plants, bushes, and vegetation that grow beneath the surface of a forest or woodland, the layer of plant life that exists at ground level beneath the taller trees and shrubs in a natural ecosystem.
Examples:
dense undergrowth, jungle undergrowth. The undergrowth in the forest was so thick that it was difficult to see the trail.
Trudge.
To walk or march slowly and heavily, typically due to exhaustion, difficulty, or reluctance, to move with effort or laboriously.
Examples:
trudge through mud, trudge up the hill. The hiker trudged through the dense forest, chopping his way with a machete.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
beauty spot, a spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Discard.
To throw something away or get rid of something that you no longer wanted or need.
Examples:
discard old beliefs, discard the downloaded data. He discarded the old torn shirt and bought a new one.
Kettle.
A metal container with a lid and handle, used for boiling water or other liquids over a heat source, commonly used for making tea or cooking pasta or soup.
Examples:
electric kettle, whistle kettle. The kettle on the stove started to whistle, signaling that the water was boiling.
Rusty.
Covered with rust, equals a reddish-brown coating or corrosion layer, deteriorated or corroded due to lack of use or exposure to the elements, affected by disuse or neglect.
Examples:
rusty metal, rusty nail. The rusty gate creaked loudly as it opened.
Monk.
A member of a religious community of men living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
monk lifestyle, cloistered monk. The ascetic monk spent his days in prayer and contemplation in the monastery.
Polish.
A substance used to smooth or shine a surface, the act of smoothing or shining a surface.
Examples:
Polish finishing. Surface polish. I used a special polish to make my car's paint shine.
Sparkle.
To emit or reflect bright flashes of light, especially with animation and joy.
Examples:
Sparkle like a gem. Sparkle from receiving light. The diamond sparkled in the sunlight.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples:
Temple complex. A tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Solemn.
Formal and dignified, often with an emphasis on religious or ceremonial attitudes or practices, characterized by an earnest sense of importance or gravity, serious or grave in tone or demeanor.
Examples:
Solemn vow. Solemn ceremony. The priest led the solemn procession through the church.
Handsome.
Physically attractive and pleasing in appearance, attractive and generous.
Examples:
A handsome young man. A handsome salary. The politician was known for his handsome appearance and charm.
Ceremony.
A formal event or ritual, often religious or solemn.
Examples:
Ceremony hall. Ceremony location. The wedding ceremony was a beautiful and emotional event.
Reheat.
To heat something again, typically to make it hot enough to eat or drink.
Examples:
Reheat bathwater. Reheat a pizza. Can you please help me reheat this food in the microwave?
Squirm.
To twist, wiggle, or contort the body uncomfortably or awkwardly, often due to embarrassment, discomfort, or nervousness.
Examples:
Squirm uncomfortably. Squirm with excitement. The child squirmed out of his mother's grasp and ran off.
Cheat.
To act dishonestly or unfairly to gain an advantage or to deceive someone, to break the rules or laws.
Examples:
Cheat on my taxes. Cheat in a game. Even though he knew it was wrong, he cheated on the exam.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Sweat.
The salty liquid that is produced by the glands in the skin, especially when the body is hot or under stress.
Examples:
All in a sweat. Sweat bath. She wiped the sweat off her forehead with a towel.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Sprout.
To grow or develop new parts, typically leaves or shoots, from a plant, to emerge, develop, or arise gradually or suddenly.
Examples:
Sprout seeds. Sprout wings. The flowers in the garden began to sprout after the first rain of the season.
Scrub.
To clean something thoroughly, typically with a brush and soap or detergent.
Examples:
Scrub off graffiti. Scrub dirt from potatoes. She decided to scrub the kitchen floor to remove all the dirt and grime.
Furry.
Covered in fur or a furry material, resembling fur.
Examples:
The furry skin. Have furry leaves. The stuffed animal was so furry and soft that it was hard to resist hugging it.
Paw.
The foot of an animal that has claws or nails, such as a cat, dog, or bear. A person's hand, especially a clumsy or heavy-handed one.
Examples:
Paw print. Paw pad. The cat batted at the toy with its paw.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone. To identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Shapeshifter.
A mythical or fictional being that can change its form or appearance, particularly about animals or supernatural creatures.
Examples:
Shapeshifter creature. Mythological shapeshifter. The shapeshifter's ability to transform into different creatures was fascinating and terrifying.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Testicle.
One of the two oval-shaped organs in men that produce sperm and testosterone. In animals, the equivalent organ responsible for producing sperm and often also regulating testosterone levels.
Examples:
Testicle injury. Swollen testicles. The athlete was hit in the testicle during the game and had to be removed.
Troublesome.
Causing difficulty or annoyance for someone.
Examples:
Undertake a troublesome task. Troublesome behavior. He had to resolve a troublesome event that happened unexpectedly.
Trickster.
A person or character who uses cunning and deceit to achieve their goals, often in traditional folklore or mythology.
Examples:
Trickster character. Cunning trickster. The con artist was known as a notorious trickster who scammed people out of their money.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Prank.
A playful or mischievous trick, practical joke, or act of mischief performed with the intention of amusing or surprising others.
Examples:
Prank caller. Harmless prank. The group of teenagers played an innocent prank on their teacher, but it backfired, and they got in trouble.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of a solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples:
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolved the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Statue.
A sculpture of a person or animal, typically made of stone or metal, that is intended to represent the subject in a lifelike or symbolic way.
Examples:
A beautiful statue. The ancient Egyptian statues. The statue of the famous hero stood proudly in the town square.
Antic.
Ludicrously strange and unusual, playful or amusing.
Examples:
Antic disposition. Comedic antic. The children's antics made everyone laugh.
Unsuspecting.
Unaware of the presence of danger, not suspicious.
Examples:
Unsuspecting boys and girls. Unsuspecting victim. The thief stole the wallet from the unsuspecting tourist.
Repay.
To give back or make restitution for money, debt, or other obligation that is owed, to compensate or reward someone for something done or given.
Examples:
Repay a kindness. Repay a debt. I must repay my loan on time to avoid late fees and penalties.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone, the quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Esteem.
Great respect and approval for or a good opinion of someone.
Examples:
Esteem for the other person. Boost my self-esteem. He is our loyal customer who should be held in high esteem.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
Frequent absence. Frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Amuse.
To entertain or divert the mind, to make someone laugh.
Examples:
Amuse a baby with a rattle. Amuse guests. He amused himself by playing video games during his free time.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.